everyone, welcome. Dr. Denise Dart here. This is the first video in my new series called Ask Dr. Denise. I get so many questions from you out there on YouTube and Facebook, through email, lots of different places, and your questions are great. So I wanted to really give them the time and attention that each of your questions deserve, and also to be able to share both the question and the answer with others. One of the things that I have found is that going through this, through emotional abuse, narcissistic abuse, we find that people's experiences are very much the same. And the reason for that is that the narcissistic abuser, or anyone with a disordered personality, has a very small range. So their behaviors become somewhat predictable. I've often thought it's as though these abusers went to some sort of school and learned to do the same things. It's that predictable. So today we're going to start with a question from Vicky. And Vicky asks, when will I allow myself to trust someone again in a relationship? It feels like never. This is a great question. When you have been in a hurtful relationship, when you have been deceived, when you have been gaslighted, when you have been manipulated, used, and you have dedicated yourself to the relationship, to this other person, and tried, usually for a very long time, to make things better, to repair the relationship, it really robs you of your self-confidence, of your sense of self, and your sense of trust. You wonder if you can even trust yourself because you don't know after a while what's real and what's not. You have a difficult time trusting and listening to your intuition. So the answer to this question really lies with boundaries. Narcissistic abusers are predatory people. I think of them sometimes as emotional vampires, and they look for the perfect victim. People who have good boundaries, who communicate their wants and needs, don't make good victims. The narcissist wants to know that they can mold the person that they bring into their lair, that they can mold them into some idealized version of a woman or man or whoever, but they don't honor the humanity of the person that they're in the relationship with. And so one of the ways to both keep yourself safe and to give the opportunity to build trust is by setting good boundaries. Remember also that trust is earned. It's not something we should just give away. When we meet someone, we want to keep them at a safe distance and allow them time. And going through certain circumstances, different settings, different people, to show us who they are, how they will respond. I think of romantic relationships really as kind of falling into a couple of categories: fast burn and slow burn. Narcissists, guaranteed, they're the fast burn type. They come in, they swoop you off your feet. They create such a fantasy that moves so fast that you barely have an opportunity to even stop and question what you want. It's all so pleasant and so fast moving. They move for a commitment very quickly, whether it's to be exclusive, to move in together, to get engaged, to get married, whatever it is. So it's all about deceiving, creating a fantasy, creating a fog, sweeping you off your feet, and putting you in a position where you're vulnerable. So these relationships, I see an image in my mind of someone coming in, sweeping you off your feet, and be careful because you're likely to hit your head on the way down. Slow burn relationships, on the other hand, are about getting to know each other, not making assumptions that this person is someone that you can mold, not making assumptions this person is someone you already know, but rather someone that you want to get to know. So the slow burn relationships look very different. They're not fantasy-based. They don't move quickly. The person respectfully will plan a lovely date, but also ask you, where would you like to go? What would you like to do? These people generally move at a realistic pace. I think of relationships as healthy relationships. You want to go through multiple seasons with this person. In any relationship, the 4 to 6 month period is when things begin to really feel and look real. You start to integrate into each other's lives. You start to meet each other's friends and family. And there are opportunities to see each other in various settings. So as you go through the relationship, if you've come out of an abusive relationship, you may not even know what you like or want or need. And so it could be very easy to just go along with another fantasy. Instead, I want you to stop and think about, where would I like to go for dinner? What am I in the mood for? Do I even want to go out tonight? Just because you're asked doesn't mean the answer has to always be yes. So using boundaries, taking your time, communicating your wants and needs, seeing how the other person reacts to that, what they do with that. And very, very important in trust building, remember, if a person's going to lie to you about small things, they will lie about the big things. If you meet someone online and they're lying about their age, big red flag. They're lying about their income, another big red flag. They talk incessantly and negatively about their ex, red flag number 3. So there are lots of red flags if you're looking for them. But remember, trust is earned. And it's not earned quickly, it's earned over time. So once you begin to get in touch with yourself, with your intuition, you will also begin to trust yourself. That small little voice that I'm quite sure spoke to you and me when we were being swept off our feet, we learn to listen to again. We take note of what it's saying. So to Vicki and the many others of you who have asked this and similar questions, or maybe not asked it and simply wondered about it, boundaries, time, and giving the other person the opportunity to earn your trust are the way to go. Take the time to heal, take the time to get to know yourself, and you will know when you're ready to allow the other person an opportunity to earn your trust. I will look forward to seeing you again next Friday for video number 2 in the Ask Dr. Denise series. Keep those questions coming in. Make it a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.